Russell Wilson wasn't following the directions of his offensive coordinator, but to be fair, if he's winning, does he really have to?
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to a, well, we call you normies.
Most of you know the complicated history of one Russell Wilson. Now, he spent many years in Seattle. He did win one Super Bowl, but his career has been bittersweet because we also remember the Super Bowl where he should have went with the hot hand, which was Marshawn Lynch, and ran the ball to the end zone, but he threw it, and the rest is history.
I take my helmet off and I go right to Pete Carroll's face, and I'm talking about I hit his ass with the biggest. You laughed in his face.
Now, it's gone back and forth between Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, who made the decision. I think Pete Carroll put it on him, but be honest, people still hate Russell Wilson for it. He gets traded to the Broncos, which a lot of people said that was the worst trade in NFL history, which I would argue is actually Deshaun Watson in modern NFL history in recent years. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. Okay. So then he goes to Pittsburgh, and this season was actually pretty good. Well, the beginning, I would say half of the season was actually pretty decent. And then the latter, it seemed like it fell off a cliff in the last part of the season. And it seems that we know why. This article is from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Let me scroll down here a little bit. It says, Russell Wilson, Arthur Smith butted heads over Steelers' offensive philosophy.
Enemy spotted.
Multiple sources told the Post-Gazette that Smith did not want Russell Wilson changing plays at the line of scrimmage. Now, this article is going to tell you that, yes, Russell Wilson was changing plays in the huddle, but during the games that he was doing that, they actually were winning those games, or a good part of them. So Russell Wilson, I believe, has had a history of doing this in previous teams. And yes, it's probably annoying to the OC because this is his offense. He's trying to run. So I see how he doesn't like it. But if he's winning, I mean, like I said again, the intro, I mean, do you really change it? I don't know. I'll let you decide in the comment section. But let's read the article. For just $5 a month, please consider becoming a member of Welcome to Normieville. There you will find access to members-only videos and members-only live streams, as well as a host of other perks. Thank you for your consideration. Back to the video. The Steelers' offensive drought and 5-game losing streak to the end of the season strangely started 1 week after Russell Wilson had the second-best game of his decorated career, and the offense posted numbers not seen in 6 years. After Russell Wilson outdueled Joe Burrow and threw for 414 yards in a 44-point outburst in Cincinnati, the Steelers' offense mysteriously changed and went into a funk in which it failed to score more than 17 points in the final 5 games, including its playoff loss to Baltimore.
Target neutralized.
It was the first time since Chuck Noll's rookie season that the Steelers went 5 consecutive games without topping 17 points. And apparently, a lot of it had to do with Wilson not being allowed to do at the end of the season what he did against the Bengals on December 1st. Strange as it may sound. Yes, the reason why they were losing games was because Russell Wilson was not able to improvise in the huddle. He was not able to change the play. So he goes in there, the play gets called, he runs the play that he was told, right? And so he's not being able to change the play. And because of that, well, the offense gets stagnant because even though he may be able to read the defense, he wants to change the play, he can't do it because he's trying to appease his offensive coordinator. All right. Multiple sources have told the Post-Gazette that the offense lacked imagination and that the audibles and route adjustments Wilson was making at the line of scrimmage were creating conflict with the offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith. Okay.
Oh, damn.
After going 1-6 in his first 7 starts by averaging 255 yards passing with a passer rating of 103.88, Wilson averaged just 193.6 yards and had a passer rating of 88.93 in the final 5 games. The Steelers averaged 28.4 points in Wilson's first 7 starts, but just 14.2 points in the final 5 games. The decline started after his season-best performance in Cincinnati, in which he threw 3 touchdowns, had 8 completions of at least 20 yards, and completed passes to 10 different receivers. It resulted in 44 points and 520 yards of offense, the team's most, since 2018, a season high 28 first downs. Okay. So Wilson was changing plays. He was changing routes, which again went against the OC, but the team was winning. The offense had spark because Wilson was able to do what he wanted to do. Now again, that might not work in the next Super Bowl if he chooses to fucking pass the ball versus run it. If he freaking, he reads it wrong, right? Again, that might be on the coach, but the offense was working, and he looked like the old Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh from where he was in the beginning part of Broncos, Denver, where he was looking like crap. All right, so, but see, now we know why the offense fell off a cliff, and looks like Russell Wilson did too toward the end of Pittsburgh. I hope he gets signed again, because I believe the offense works with him in Pittsburgh as long as he's able to do his thing. Here we go. But it all changed after that. Why? According to several sources, Smith did not want Wilson changing plays at the line of scrimmage like he did in Cincinnati and deviating from the game plan. Wilson's desire to attack with the pass and throw down the field clashed with Smith's run first mentality, causing philosophical friction between the two. Now, again, in my opinion, the same thing happened in Seattle, right? Wilson likes to throw, which he's got a good arm. Okay, he's a short guy, but he's accurate for the most part anyway. He can throw. He can extend plays, which is great. However, Wilson likes to run offense his way. And he's going to have to get an OC that can pretty much bend his will, much like Aaron Rodgers tries to do pretty much everywhere he goes, right? He's going to need an OC that's going to let him do what he wants to do. And the OC just makes the play and say, okay, here's the package right here. You mix it up in the huddle however you want, but these are the plays that we want to run. And you just go from pass to run depending on what he sees in the huddle or what he sees at the line of scrimmage, right? And this is going to have to be, man. He doesn't have the cachet like Aaron does. I don't know why. Well, I'm not going to get into that. But he should be able to do what Aaron Rodgers pretty much does. Just changing the huddle, do whatever you want to do, man. You see the field, you see what's going on, run the play that you think is best, and we'll just hash it out, in the film, in the game, in the film room, all right? Now the question remains, what do the Steelers do if they decide to re-sign Wilson? Well, let's figure that out. There is sentiment in the organization to bring back the 10-time Pro Bowl quarterback, who will be 37 in November, because they saw what the offense was capable of in the first 7 starts. Team president Art Rooney II said it's unlikely the Steelers will bring both Wilson and Justin Fields, both whom are restricted free agents. Please do not bring Justin Fields back here, okay? I mean, he's a great guy and all, but I think Wilson will be better behind center. If it's Wilson, the price tag will be 2 or 3 year deal that averages between $20 million and $25 million. If Wilson seeks a larger deal, he might have to do it on the free agent market. But part of the process will be making sure Wilson and Smith can work together and not butt heads over how the offense should operate. If that can't be resolved, then Fields, who appears to be favored by some of the coaching staff, becomes more likely choice to be re-signed. Of course, that's because he's young, and the coaches can mold him instead of having a veteran quarterback back there that pretty much wants to do what he wants to do. So I'll see where this is going to be a challenge mentally to pick the right guy. Rooney said that at the season-ending press conference, the quarterback, whether it's Wilson or Fields, has to be able to read the defense and get the team in a play that's good against the defense he's looking at. Apparently, though, that wasn't always the preferred style of play, even after it proved to be effective. So basically, yeah, we want whoever's back there to be able to pretty much be a good quarterback, right? Read defenses, blah, blah, blah. But you also want a quarterback that has no good vision. You want a quarterback that can improvise. That's what Russell Wilson was doing. Now, I'm sure he didn't change every play, but I guess he changed enough to where the OC was getting pissed off. He didn't like it. In my opinion, I think he just had to look up, because if Russell's winning and he's not changing all of your plays, he sees the field and he sees something bad and he changes it in the huddle or changes that line of scrimmage. Well, can we just be happy that he knows what he's looking at, that he's making good choices? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section. All right. And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports and entertainment. Let me know what you think about this feud between the OC and Russell Wilson and Arthur Smith down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.